Coachella had always been the dream. This year, I made it real second-hand wristband, dusty tent, and all. Day one was a blur of music, glitter, strangers who felt like friends. But by night two, things shifted. Past midnight, I heard a baslin deep, slow, nothing like the main sets. Curious and a little high, I wandered off alone, drawn toward the sound. The music led me past food trucks, past the glowing art structures, past the security fences. No one stopped me. The beat grew louder, heavier. My feet felt like they were sinking into the sand. That's when I saw the tent. It was massive, bigger than any of the official ones, but tucked far out in the dark where no one should be. No lights, no signage, just a dull red glow pulsing from within. And that sound thud, thud like a heart pounding inside the earth. I don't know why I went in. Curiosity, the music, something deeper. As soon as I stepped inside, the air changed. It was colder, wetter, like being underwater. The crowd inside was silent, their movements slow and synchronized. No talking, no phones. Everyone wore masks, ornate, bone white, faceless. They danced in circles, surrounding a central platform where a manor, something like a man, stood, arms raised, head tilted back. His mask was different. It was longer, more twisted, like it had grown out of him. And I swear his skin moved, like it breathed. He saw me. Out of everyone in that sea of blank faces, he saw me, and he smiled. "You came early," he said. I froze. I hadn't told anyone I was coming. I hadn't even posted about it. "You don't belong here yet," he said, tilting his head. "But the desert remembers." I turned to leave, but the tent was gone. Not just the tent, the entire festival. The music, the people, the lights all vanished. Just endless dark sand stretching in every direction. The only sound was that pulse, that beat. Slower now, duller, like something falling asleep. I ran. I don't know how far or how long, but eventually I saw headlights, headlights cutting through the dark. A van full of volunteers, picking up stragglers, they said. They didn't see the tent. They didn't hear the music, but they let me in. I didn't argue. The next day, I checked the map. No tent. No after-hours stage. I asked around. No one had heard of anything like what I saw. Maybe I was hallucinating. Maybe it was a dream. That's what I told myself, until I looked at my wristband. It was different. Faded, cracked. Like it had been through years of wear. And printed on the inside, barely visible, was a phrase I hadn't noticed before. "Return when called." I tried to laugh it off. I told myself I was just tired, dehydrated, maybe tripping, but since I've been home, things have gotten worse. Sometimes, late at night, I hear the beat again. Faint, like it's coming from beneath my apartment. I see flashes of red light under doorways. My reflection lags in the mirror, and in crowds and trains, at bars I catch glimpses of masks, just for a second, faceless, watching. This morning, I found the wristband back on my wrist. I swear I threw it away, watched it vanish into the trash. But now it's back on my wrist, cracked and aged. Glowing faintly, the words are clear. "Return when called." And I think it's calling. Not a voice more, like a pull, a hum behind my eyes. In the dark, I see that red glow again. Hear the music. Thud, thud. It knows I'm listening, and it wants me back. The festival's over, but I'm still here. The desert remembers, and now, so do I. It's louder, and I don't think I can fight it much longer. The desert at night isn't peaceful, it's heavy, like the dark is watching. On the third night of the festival, the blue lot finally went quiet. Exhausted from sun, music, and beer, I crawled into my sleeping bag beside Caleb, already asleep on a rolled-up hoodie. Something about the silence felt wrong, too still, too aware. What struck me most wasn't the quiet, it was how sudden it came. No music, no voices. Then, somewhere between 2 and 4 a.m., I woke up gasping. A boom louder than any speaker drop-shattered the stillness. The ground shook beneath us like a tremor had passed through. My heart pounded so fast, I couldn't tell if it was the sound or the sudden fear that woke me. For a split second, I thought it was part of a dream or someone testing out a sound system nearby. But then I smelled it. Burning plastic. I sat up. Caleb was already unzipping the tent. I crawled after him, and the second we opened it, the chaos hit. Orange light spilled into the tent, like sunrise on fire. One of the mobile shower trailers near the center of the lot was fully engulfed, flames tearing through the structure, black smoke pouring into the sky. The air felt hot and heavy, the kind of heat that moves like a living thing. People ran in every direction, some screaming, some just staring. Security shouted for everyone to back away as they tried to push through the crowd. There was a lot of yelling about keeping distance, something about an electrical short, but I wasn't really listening because I saw him. From behind the burning trailer, a man stepped out. Not Ran-stepped. He was shirtless, barefoot, and completely calm. No burns, no panic. His skin was smudged with soot, but his face was the thing that stuck with me. Blank. Not in pain, not even present, like he wasn't really seeing the fire, or us, or anything at all. "Hey, you okay?" Caleb called out to him. The man didn't even flinch. He just turned the corner of the trailer, stepping through the smoke like it wasn't there, and disappeared behind the other tents. It took hours for the fire crews to arrive and get the flames under control. The trailer was gone, melted down to a frame. Festival security roped off the area and told people to clear out. No one had been inside when it happened, they said. No injuries. But something about that didn't sit right. The way the plastic had melted and clung to the door there was a handprint right in the center. Not just any handprint. It was too big, too long. Fingers stretched unnaturally, almost claw-like. The grooves were so deep, it looked like the material had been gripped before it melted, not after. I couldn't sleep after that. When the sun finally rose, the blue lot was quiet again, but not the same kind of quiet. People whispered about the fire. Some thought it was a freak accident. Others said it was sabotage. I kept thinking about the barefoot man, the way he moved, the way he didn't seem real. Later that morning, I went to use a different shower trailer. The fire had taken out the closest ones, so I had to walk farther than usual. Caleb stayed behind in the tent. The inside of the trailer was empty, steamed up from people using it earlier. I opened a stall, but something stopped me cold. On the fogged-up mirror above the sinks, someone had written something. Not with a finger, casual swirl or playful message. It had been pressed into the glass, like something heavy had leaned into it. The moisture still clung to the letters, fresh enough that I knew whoever did it had just been there. "I told you I'd come back." 7 words, that's all it said, but the weight behind them hit me like a punch to the chest. I froze. Every instinct screamed at me to leave, but I couldn't move. My eyes locked onto the mirror, half expecting a shadow to appear behind me, or for the letters to vanish like they were never there. But they stayed. The air in the trailer felt thick, like I'd stepped into a room that had been waiting for me. The silence in there wasn't peaceful. It was deliberate. There was no wind outside, no voices, just the quiet hiss of a pipe in the wall. I strained my ears for footsteps, nothing. Still, I felt watched. Not from outside, but from behind the mirror, as if the words themselves had eyes. My thoughts raced. Who wrote it? Why me? Was it a warning? A threat? A memory I should have remembered? I didn't touch the message. I just turned around and walked out, not looking back, not even checking the other stalls. I didn't take a shower. I didn't even tell Caleb right away. What would I say? Hey, someone left a message for me in the steam. We packed up at dawn and left without looking back, skipping the final day of the festival. I wasn't interested in figuring anything out. I just needed to get as far away as possible, because the man I saw walking from the fire, he didn't belong there. I don't think he belonged anywhere. There was something off about him too still, too empty, like he was just wearing the shape of a person. And that message on the mirror? It was meant for me. I just wish I knew why.